Former FBI Director James Comey is now facing his second indictment pushed by the Justice Department, this time for a social media photo that he took on a North Carolina beach. Comey posted the image on Instagram last May while vacationing on the North Carolina coast. It showed seashells arranged to say 8647. You can see it there. 86 is slang for throw out or get rid of. 47th president. That launched an investigation by the FBI and Secret Service. Federal prosecutors say that it was a threat against President Trump's life and secured an indictment from a Raleigh federal grand jury and an arrest warrant for Comey.
In the Eastern District of North Carolina, it doesn't matter who you are. We take all threat cases seriously and prosecute anyone who violates federal law, regardless of title or status.
Comey says he will fight the charges in court. Last year's first indictment of Comey was thrown out, with a judge saying that the prosecutor in that case was illegally appointed. All right, joining us this morning again, our chief legal analyst, Khalif Rhodes, with this one. All right, let's start with this one. Is this unusual for someone to be indicted twice by the Justice Department?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, if they got you at the crosshairs, you can get indicted way more than 2 times.
As much as they want.
They can. I mean, and these are 2 specifically different charges, different crimes. I mean, that last one had absolutely nothing to do with this. Those were false statements to Congress. This one is a little bit different. We're talking about threatening the president, 18 U.S.C. 871, and transmitting a threat in interstate commerce, 18 U.S.C. 875. So when you talk about interstate commerce, back in the day, it was going across state lines, and because you were driving things across state lines, it wasn't a state crime. That's how the federal government can get to you. So what is the state lines here? Well, it's posting on the internet. And what are you posting? A threat. This one is, we're talking about that 86 that you said in 47. It's the slang meaning could be get out, get rid of, but this is the key part, or kill. And that is the part what they're saying was more than just making a protected free speech statement, but now a threat. I suspect that this one will be fought by James Comey, and it's not a laughing matter anytime you're going up against the federal government. Let me be clear. To go in federal court is a daunting task, and anyone that does it, I've been there before, it reminds you that this is not a game, that it's a very formalistic process. But James Comey's not new to being in court, specifically in federal court. I think there is, and I don't have a crystal ball, I mentioned this the other day, I think there is a 0% chance that this gets a conviction on James Comey. He understands what's needed to prove a case. He understands what's needed to prove a case of this magnitude, and you'd have to have a threat, a true threat. So we're talking about
not just an implied?
Yes. So I have to have intent to have done some, or at least made intent to harm the president. And so it's allegedly he knowingly or willfully made a threat to kill. If you're saying a slang term, because that's what we're saying, not a defined term, but a slang term for this, it could have multiple slang meanings. You're going to have a jury of your peers say that you recognize that he knew that this was slang for kill, and that he intended that 86 was to kill the president.
Oh, okay, I want to put you though as someone that's questioning James Comey. All right. Yeah. So right now, let's play this through. James Comey's on the stand. You're asking him, why did you put this in the sand? I mean, I guess there could be a million answers he could come up with, but how can you not look at this and go, what was the intention? This is not just a silly thing you put with seashells in the sand. What is the intention?
Well, 2 parts. I'd say, first of all, you don't want to ever ask a question you don't know the answer to. So I'll take us back to
Good point.
School. So I wouldn't ask him that question, because if he hits me with, whoa, because I was just having fun. Well, I don't have a I got you moment. What I would want to try to hammer in on if I am prosecuting this is, what was your intent?
Yeah,
and if I can narrow down his intent, not to say get rid of, as in remove from office, you know, I don't want you to be an elected official, but to more to the kill aspect. So defining, how did you become aware of 86? When did you start using the post 86? Have you ever used it before? Point to other examples where you've seen 86 used in the post. And I can connect his examples of where he pulled it from to now him using it in this context, then now I can formulate his intent. But on the other side, his attorneys are going to prepare him and say, I saw 86 online. I thought it meant get rid of. I thought it was cute, and I put it on there. Now,
canceling and killing are 2 very different things.
They are extremely 2 different things. And so his argument will say, I'm just saying that I was attempting to get rid of, cancel. The prosecutor, you saw him very emphatically saying we take this serious. I want you to take legitimate threats against public officials or anyone serious, but I think that it's going to be extremely hard. I mean, this is a high burden to show his intent, specific intent crime, that I made this statement with the intent to harm this individual. Unless you got more than that picture that he posted up there, text messages, emails, some other statements, I think it's going to be extremely unlikely that the government's able to prove this. And I'm saying they have a 90+% conviction rate in federal court. This is the type of 10% that walks out easily.
All right, going to be hard to prove that intent. Khalif, great stuff this morning. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.